Okay, good morning. Can we start by giving Nina a round of applause for her vision and for bringing us all together? So I'm going to start us off with a little poll. And so just raise your hand if this applies to you. So the first question is, how many of you have someone in your life who's aging, who you're concerned about how you're going to take care of them or who's going to take care of them? Okay. Or if it's yourself. The second question is, how many of you know someone who is unemployed and needs a job? And the third question is, how many of you know someone who works in a job but earns minimum wage or less? Amazing. And finally, how many of you know someone who is an undocumented immigrant? Okay. So this room is very, very much reflective of rooms that we're in all over the country, where we're realizing that more and more in this moment in time in this country and in the world, we are all increasingly connected. We share so much. We share so many people in common and experiences in common. And we think, in the spirit of Lynn's talk, that that is everything we need to create the transformative change we need in this economy. Raise your hand if you agree. Excellent. So, we have been trying to figure out as a Domestic Workers Alliance that representing this growing workforce of women around the country who do the work that makes all other work possible, we've been trying to figure out how do we, in all of our connections and all of our experiences, help contribute to crafting a vision of an economy that really works for everyone, or better put in the words of Pat this morning, an economy that provides everything we need to take care of everything we love. I love that framing. Thank you so much. And it's in that spirit that we've launched this beautiful campaign called Caring Across Generations. And some of you may have heard me talk about it yesterday at the plenary. Did you? Yeah? Okay, great. So this vision for this campaign was launched by domestic workers and Jobs with Justice. And the vision is to build a broad movement of bringing people together across our various connections by care. So whether you're a domestic worker or a home care worker or a child care worker or a family caregiver, or if you have someone in your family who does that work, or you yourself needs care or has an aging loved one who needs care, or a person with a disability who needs supports and services, bringing all of those experiences and interests together with one vision. And that vision has 5 core policy goals to it, 5 policy principles that we think are the elements that are starting to move us towards a more caring 21st century economy that works for all of us. So the first is the creation of 2 million new jobs in home care to help take care of the growing aging population in this country as we live longer because of advances in medicine, and as the baby boomer generation starts turning 65, more and more of us are going to need support just to live independently and with dignity, as we all deserve. And so there's an opportunity there to create millions of new jobs. The second policy pillar is improved job quality to make sure that every single one of those jobs is a dignified job with, oh wow, halfway already, a dignified job with a living wage that we can take pride in. The third piece is about training and preparing the workforce and providing real pathways to career advancement, which is particularly important in low-wage service jobs. Right, to be able to imagine career advancements and moving up a career ladder. The fourth is a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrant care workers, so many of whom are already part of our family and so much a part of the fabric of this country. And fifth, access to affordable, quality care for everyone who needs it and every family who's grappling with this. So these are the 5 policy pillars that have brought people together under this banner of caring across generations. And rather than tell you more about it, I'd love to show you what it's looking like in communities around the country. So I've brought a video to share with you this beautiful movement that's taking seed across the country. And to say that this year is an election year, and so we've really gotten out there into the community and engaged people, and we've organized 10 care congresses in cities across the country, bringing thousands of people together to share their stories. And we are doing voter engagement with more than 500,000 seniors in 5 states around the country around issues of care and the values that underlie this campaign.
We appreciate your commitment to this important cause and the extraordinary work that you do each and every day. When you come together the way you are today, there is no goal we cannot reach.
The notion of serving one another can and should come full circle. We believe that America must be a nation where dignity and respect are afforded equally and rightfully to caregivers and to loved ones alike, where all people can live a decent and humane life.
I've used caregivers since 1986. This decade, I could say, we need to have more caregivers.
When I was taking care of elderly and sick, disabled people, I thought of my own grandparents. I believe caring across generations is a way for us to achieve our goal.
Each and every one of you is part of building this new national movement to create a more caring America for everyone.
The New York Care Council is exploring local and state initiatives, policy platforms, and campaigns.
We have a good base of support in Seattle for organizations that have good grassroots connections and good organizers.
Los Angeles has a very large, not only elder population, disabled, but immigrant population. What are we doing about the workers? Organizations that have come together and formed a council, Southern California Care Council.
Esta campaña de cuidado digno para todas las generaciones, para mí es muy importante. Me recuerda cuando me invitaron para cuidar a una persona, acepté, lo hice con mucha entrega y con mucho amor.
After I get that initial assistance from my attendant to help me get out of bed and into my chair, look out, because I'm a powerhouse, okay?
That is why we are here today, because we're going to create a path to do this together.
Today we're guaranteeing home care workers minimum wage and overtime pay protection. And that's thanks to the hard work of my Secretary of Labor, Hilda Solis. We are going to make sure that over 1 million men and women in one of the fastest growing professions in the country don't slip through the cracks.
So we're making progress, we're building this movement. We believe that this is a moment for bold, bold vision and big, big connections and deep connections between people and across communities, and we hope you'll join us.